Saturday after Thanksgiving, and I got tons of turkey left over, so I am going to make up some turkey noodle soup with my leftover turkey. So let's see what we got here. I'm going to try this Better Than Bullion instead of chicken stock. I wanted to see what that came out like. I got some celery stalks, some carrots, and an onion, and egg noodles. So let me get these all cleaned up and diced up, and I'll be right back. Okay, got our vegetables prepped. Let's go through this turkey and get some shredded turkey. Pull the fattier parts off. Put some big nice chunks in there. Okay, that's my leftover turkey minus the 2 legs, which I still got in the fridge. So let's get to dumping. Okay, so I got about 2 cups of chopped carrots. 2 cups of chopped celery. And 1 large yellow onion. Let's put that on high. We're just going to get those browned a little bit, and I'll be right back. Okay, that's been going about 5 minutes. And I'm going to put about 3 cloves of garlic in there. Minced garlic. And of course I'm the cheater, so I use the store-bought. I got 4 cups of water here. We'll bring that to a boil. I want to put 4 more cups of water in there. Let's put 2 more, so that's 4, 5, 6 for now. Alright. Once that comes to boil, we'll put our Better Than Bullion in there, and I got the seasoned roasted chicken. Sounded good. You know what? I forgot to put. My grandma used to always put a bay leaf or 2 in her chicken noodles, so I'm going to put 2 bay leaves in there. Problem is always getting them out at the end. Okay, that's coming up to it, getting ready to start boiling. So we put 6 cups of water in there, so I'm going to put 6 spoons, 6 teaspoons of the Better Than Bullion in there. There you go. Alright, so I think that needs just a little extra something to it. So I got some Worcestershire sauce here. I'm going to put a lot in there. Maybe about a teaspoon or 2. Let's see if that livens it up a little bit. Okay, that's boiling, so I'm going to turn this on medium-low, and I'm going to cover this, and I'll come stir it occasionally, but I want to cook that until those vegetables are as soft as I would like them. So cook them till it's as tender as you would like. I find my carrots rehydrate much better if I go on the more tender side, soft side, than the hard side. So that's what I'm going to shoot for. And we'll just cook that on medium-low until they're to that stage. I'll see you when it's ready. Okay, I did bump that up to medium because it lost its boil, and I want it to have a nice little simmering boil. But it's looking good and smelling good. Alright, so we'll let that cook away for a while, and then we'll add our turkey. I want to put some parsley flakes in there, and I'm debating whether or not to put my noodles directly in with this and cook them with it. The advantage of cooking them with that is some of the starch will come off of the noodles and thicken that soup up a little bit. I'm leaning towards there. I just don't know how much to put in, but we'll figure that out when it comes. I'll see you in a minute. Okay, those carrots have the texture I'm looking for, so I'm going to go ahead and put my turkey in. That's a lot of turkey, John. A lot of vegetables, a lot of turkey, and not too much liquid. We are going to have to add some more liquid to that. I'm going to add 2 more cups of liquid to that. See how that looks. That looks nice. So we added 2 cups of more liquid to that. I'm going to add 2 more teaspoons of the Better Than Bullion. Alright, we'll bring that back up to a boil, and then I'm going to put my noodles in. Hopefully I have enough room. Okay. I'm going to put that back up to high. Fish these bay leaves out before I forget. Give that a good stir. And I got 2 cups of dried egg noodles. See if that's enough. We want a little bit of the noodles in there. I might put some more. Yeah, I'll put a little bit more. We'll put 4 cups. What I'll do is in the description box below the video, I'll put the total quantities of everything I use, since I kind of eyeballed this as we went along. Bring that to a boil. We're going to cook these until the noodles are the consistency I'm looking for, and that'll be done. I just want to put some parsley in there. Now you can use fresh parsley. I didn't have any, and we're going to dry this anyway, so I figured I'll go use dry parsley. Maybe I should grow parsley this year and freeze dry a bunch of it. Not something I use that often though. You should. but I don't get too fancy. Alright. I'm going to put some more water in that. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, that looks better. I just added 2 more cups of water. 8, 10 cups. 10 cups total. Let me go get my bouillon. There you have it. Look at that. Let me tell you, this is really good. I'm going to start using more of that Better Than Bullion. It really adds some nice flavor to that. So what we'll do, if I see any skin like that, I'm taking it out. What I'm going to do is I'm going to let this cool down. Then I'm going to stick it in the refrigerator overnight. And any fat, which there will be very little from the turkey, I'm sure. But any fat, I'll skim off the top. I think I'll show that to you on the video. And then we'll freezer solid and get it in the freeze dryer. Noodles are almost done. So that being said, I'm going to go ahead and stop it here. I'm just going to continue cooking this until the noodles are at the texture that I'm looking for, which is a little bit softer than al dente. I want a done noodle, because a done noodle tends to rehydrate better if you're looking for the quick 5-minute rehydration, which I am. If you're not, you'd probably want to do that al dente, and then when you cooked it up again, I would finish cooking those noodles. But I like mine to be like a meal in 5 minutes, so I want my noodles totally done, and they rehydrate better with just hot water. Alright, so I'll see you when I take this out of the refrigerator and we skim off any fat that's on there. Okay, that's sat in the fridge overnight. As you can see, everything swelled up, so it's going to be hard to see any fat on there. But I don't really see no fat on there. So I'm confident that I can package that. I don't know how long it'll store, because there could have been some fat on that turkey, but not a lot, because we removed the skin and any fat that I saw from the dark meat. So anyway, it'd be just a guess, and I don't like guessing on my videos, so you guys use your own judgment on how long that'll store. And of course, I'll put this away, and who knows, a few years from now we might stumble upon a pack of this and rehydrate it and have a look. So what I'm going to do now is get this all trayed up, and I'll show you, get it in the freezer. I'll show you when it's trayed up. Okay, so I ended up with 3 trays, which is kind of like what I like to do when I'm packaging that. That gives me 1 tray to do my experiments with. But what I did, because this chicken had pretty good sized chunks, is I put my dividers on there, and then I just kind of went around cutting the chicken so that the dividers would go farther in. Just used a butter knife, that way I didn't damage my silicone mats. And for my spare tray this time, I think I want to include a cracker with these. So I'm going to use my pilot bread. I got tons of it in storage. So I'm going to use my pilot bread, and I thought, well, I'll just go ahead and run this through the freeze dryer, and it'll get rid of any moisture that's in them. Shouldn't be hardly any, if any at all, but better safe than sorry when you can run it through. And that way I can pack it with each portion with a cracker. So I got 3 trays divided into 10. I'm going to use 3 squares per serving. So I got 3 servings plus 1 per tray. So that's 3, 6, 9 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1. That's 10 servings, so I got 10 crackers. I'm not a great mathematician, but I think that math made sense. So, let me get these in the freezer, get them frozen solid, and next time you see it, this delicious soup will be coming out of the freezer. Let me just say, this looks very dry, because what happened in the refrigerator overnight, all that moisture soaked up into the product, which I'm not worried about, because when we reconstitute, we're going to reconstitute it to a soupy consistency anyway, and we shouldn't lose much flavor because there's a lot of flavor that has been soaked up into all those noodles and chicken and vegetables and all that stuff. So I'm not too concerned about that. It looks dry now, but it won't be when we reconstitute. Alright, I'll see you when these come out of the freeze dryer. Okay, there we go. My turkey noodle soup made with leftover turkey from Thanksgiving. That took about 38 hours, which included some extra drying time because of my work schedule. But there we have it. So let's get this packaged. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put 3 of these squares in each pouch. When I get these divided in 10, pretty much that's what I call a serving. It's 3 squares. And that's a nice hearty serving. These are extremely light. Put 3 of those in. And I kind of like coarsely crumble it up. Make everything close up a lot easier. And then I'm going to put 1 of my pilot bread crackers in. Like I do in all my videos, I like to get this all packaged and get it out of the environment very quickly. So I'll package these up, seal them in the Ziploc, get these all done, then I'll come back, open these up, open my O2 absorbers and drop a 300cc O2 absorber in here, and then zip it back shut and do my double heat seal on it. So let me get this done and I'll be right back. Okay, so there we have it. There's 10 packets all sealed up, ready for long-term storage. I'll take 1 of those out and we'll do a reconstitution and taste test, and the rest will go in for long-term storage. I'll see you in a minute. Okay, let's do a taste test on this sucker. Let's open one of these packages up. And you can see it's jam-packed full in there. Let's take out my cracker. Take out my O2 absorber. Now I'm undecided on how much water to put in this. So we're going to start out with 1 cup. We're making soup out of this. Boy, the smell coming off of that is really nice. I'll tell you. So we'll put 1 cup in there of water. Remember that was 3 squares from the dividers. Give that a little shake. Everything wet. Before you shake it, you want to make sure you got it totally zip shut. But we avoided a disaster there. I'm going to let that sit for 2 minutes and I'll be right back. Okay, that's been about 2 minutes. Let's open her up. Give it a little stir. At this point, you can look at your soup and see if it's the consistency you want. If you want it a little bit thinner, you could add more water to it. But I am pretty happy with the consistency of that, so we'll zip it back up. And let that sit for 2 more minutes. Okay, that's been another 2 minutes. Let's open this up. Give this one more stir. It looks really good in there. Now, we could eat this right from the pouch. And this pouch is what they call a single meal pouch, sold at topmylar.com. And if you order $50 or more at topmylar.com, they are offering my viewers a $5 off promo code. So if you use the promo code BIBS, you will save $5 on orders $50 or more. That's a nice little thing they're doing for my viewers. So, I could eat it right from the pouch, but we like to show you the consistency of it. Like I said, I could have added more water if we wanted it more soupy. But have a look at that. I'm going to put a couple of my crackers in there for my thumbnail. And let's see how well it came out. Okay. Very good. Still hot. I was kind of worried about the noodles, but it seems like egg noodles rehydrate a lot better than the other type of noodles. Because those rehydrated very, very well. See if I can get that up there for you to see. What do you think of that? That looks good. That turkey rehydrated very well. Try a piece of celery. Rehydrated, kind of got a little bit of a crunch to it still. Not a great crunch, as much as you'd expect if you had celery and froze it and then thawed it out. A little bit of carrot there. Like I say, I put my carrots in early because I like them a little bit softer, and that rehydrated perfectly. Let's break up some of that cracker in there, give it a little crunch. That, my friends, is very good. That is so good. So belly warming. On a nice cold day, that'd be a great little meal. I am super happy with this. I was also worried that I might have put too much turkey in there. But no, I think I put it about right. I like a lot of meat in my soup. And there's plenty of turkey in here, so plenty of protein. Those noodles came out perfect. Yeah, egg noodles do very well. I did a tuna casserole and with egg noodles, and that came out really well too. I think that was one of the first videos I did. Yeah, this has really got good flavor to it. It's not salty, not peppery. You might want to add salt and pepper if you want that flavor added to it. But a nice hearty bowl of soup. Well, John, you did yourself good there. That was delicious. Those will go in my long-term storage. And someday, some chilly day when I'm wanting something to warm up the belly and fill it up, I'll have a nice bowl of leftover turkey from Thanksgiving, turkey noodle soup. Thank you for watching, and I look forward to seeing you next time.